After finally revealing Pennywise for episode 5 of It, Welcome to Derry, I was very excited for episode 6. So today, let's talk about it. While you're watching this video, comment down below with your thoughts on the newest episode of It, Welcome to Derry. Now that we got the reveal of Pennywise in the show finally out, we could have some moments really focused on that character. We understand the backstory a little bit. We can dive a little bit deeper into it and have some haunting moments that we know for Pennywise. Episode 6 went as much as I expected it to be. Everybody dealing with the aftermath of what had happened in the sewers and seeing Pennywise for the first time. How are they grappling with all of that? Unfortunately, that seemed to be most of the episode, is how people perceived Pennywise, their plans moving forward, and there were some haunting moments when it did come from Pennywise, but for the most part, this was an episode that dealt with the aftermath, the trauma of seeing Pennywise, and what can they do next to defeat him. But also strengthened some minor storylines with Charlotte, played by Taylor Page, and Hank Grogan, played by Stephen Ryder, Ronnie's father. There's that whole storyline with Hank, and he is on the run, and he had slept with a white woman. So there is that storyline of the town now that is against Hank, and Ronnie is trying to find her father. That storyline has always kind of been interesting to me, and more of the dramatic weight to the show, and that all comes into a more emotional state within this episode, and really see how far Charlotte's willing to go to protect Hank. But on the other side, we see Leroy. He's very haunted by what happened in the sewers when it came to Pennywise, and we see what Pennywise is known for is controlling people and looking at their worst fears, and it's really splitting that relationship. We have some development for some minor characters like Marge and Rich, who have a really sweet relationship within this episode. We also have some moments with Ingrid Kirsch, who was in It Chapter 2 with Jessica Chastain, and that whole really haunting sequence. She's in this show, and we've had some brief moments of her, and we've kind of see where things have started to go. Episode 6 does a great job of adding more development to Pennywise, as when you look at that human form that we've seen before, Bob Gray, and looking at that past and his connection to Pennywise and Ingrid Kirsch as well, and what she's trying to accomplish. So there is some haunting moments when you look at what Pennywise is able to do, and it does lead to some terrifying moments with Pennywise. Bill Skarsgård, once again, gives a really good performance. Even though it's brief, you can really feel that he's tapping into that character once again. And much like Kirsch in It Chapter 2, this performance also is quite terrifying. Episodes 7 and 8 should really be trying to capture Pennywise and having that hunt against him. This episode kind of laid the foundation of what they need to do moving forward and the aftermath of it all, which did at times feel like it was moving a little bit slow. There wasn't like this big major reveal, but it served as development for these characters, how they're dealing with Pennywise, the trauma of seeing him in the sewers and how it haunted them, which is appropriate if you want to develop your characters in a more mature, dramatic way. And that really worked within this episode. But after that 5th episode and having like the reveal of Pennywise, I expected a little more of him within this 6th episode. So hopefully 7 and 8 do have a lot of big moments with him, as he really fights against the kids and other citizens within Derry. But I liked what they did with these characters and adding development to him, adding more weight to those dramatic moments with Hank and him on the run and Charlotte trying to protect him, looking at those the relationships between the kids, and adding more backstory to Pennywise. So there were some haunting moments when it did come to Pennywise that we have seen previously that were just a little more extended this time around, and they really did work in how he has a hold on the Derry. It was very solid. So leave your comments down below with episode 6. Are you looking forward to episode 7 and 8? And stay tuned for more reviews of It, Welcome to Derry. My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.